Okay, so let's talk about it. My Aunt Donna just called me, and my Aunt Donna is very active, and her business is active. She has to stay moving. She can't take time off. She can't be injured, but she has sciatica. She has, she has SI joint dysfunction right now, and it's radiating down the back of her leg. It's also coming around in the front, and it is killing her to go from a seated position to a standing position. And she called me and was like, what do I do? What do I do? Well, here's the thing. There's not one thing to do. There's not. And when people come to me with an injury, guess what I don't do? I don't work on the injury itself. So if you come to me and say, I have a knee injury, guess the last part of you that I'm going to even work on. Instead, I'm going to leave your injured part of you alone, and I'm going to work on the rest of your body, from your feet to your posture, to your lymphatic system, to your joint mobility, your rib cage mobility, your thoracic spine mobility, being able to bend in the spine, both inside bend, forward bend, back bend, rotation, enhancing the movement of your thoracic spine for months before I even work on the knee, right? Because what I have found in my very long career is when you stop working on your injured parts and you work on the rest of your body and make the rest of your body function at a primo level, then the injured part is not as injured. It's better. And then we can start to improve the function of your injured part, but not before we fix the rest of you. So with that said, I had to tell my Aunt Donna a couple things. We talked about how she needs to keep her nervous system cool, calm, and collected, because I know that her fear is adding to her pain. So I gave her, a couple of instructions on what to do about it, but it's a longer plan. I gave her a 3-day, here's how you need to calm your nervous system. You need to think about each and every movement. Your body is sending you a signal right now, because once she gets moving, she's fine. She doesn't have any pain. So right now, she's just reminded of her pain when she goes from a seated to a standing position. So she needs to make those movements, these movements that we take for granted every day until we can't do them, right? We take for granted our ability to sit and stand, and we shouldn't. We should actually think about how we sit and how we stand. So we went over that. I also talked to her about some isometric contraction before she stands, and then isometric contraction in the standing position before she walks away and gets going. So I told her that for the next 3 days, she's gonna have to slow down a little bit, make every step, conscious, make every movement on purpose, and get her nervous system to trust her, because right now her body is sending a signal to the brain. And the brain and the nervous system are saying, hey, she has an injury, and it's only gonna get worse, so we're going to seize up every time she does something that we're not ready for. So you have to prepare your brain and your nervous system for movement, especially as an injured mover. So anyway, I hope this makes sense. Ask me some questions in the comments and I'll make more videos.